Hi everyone, this is Kathy Grosskirth with Bookkeeping Clean and Simple, and today we're going to explore keyboard shortcuts available in QuickBooks Online. Those of you who've used desktop in the past know that there are keyboard shortcuts in desktop. Well, there are actually keyboard shortcuts in QuickBooks Online, and there's a way to get to some of the most commonly used ones in QuickBooks Online, and I will show that to you in just a few minutes. As you can see, I am in my Kathy's bookkeeping test file within my realm or my firm's realm. As you can see, I'm signed in using the accountant tools and all that. So if you're an end user, your look is going to be slightly different, but it'll be the same principle. Now, before we go any further, I would ask if you would to like and subscribe to my channel and share it with others if you haven't done so already, or at least click on the notification bell so that way you can get notified of any new videos that I do. My goal is to try to update my YouTube channel with at least one new video or short per week, so that way I can have fresh content on here. And if you are not an accountant user, you're still welcome to join us, even though most of my content is geared towards accountant users. Now, with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick how to access this feature. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually hold down the Control button and the Alt button at the same time, and then press the question mark button. So let's try that. And there we go. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit so you can see this. Now, what I would suggest that you do is, if you don't remember to do that every single time, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a screen capture of this, save it as a picture file or however you want to save it. So that way you can bring it up and remember it every time, or you can even print this out if you wanted to. So that way you'll have it as a little shortcut for you. So we're looking at this, and there's a couple of things that I want to show you in here. One of the things is that you can also see your company ID of this particular file that I'm in. And of course, I have it covered up for privacy purposes, but you can actually click on this button to copy that in case you happen to be on a support session with Intuit or any other support through QuickBooks Online and that kind of thing. But here are the keyboard shortcuts that are on this list. We have some that are general shortcut keys, and then we have others that are shortcut keys that you can use within certain transactions. Now, the ones that are missing from here are the ones for the date field, and I'll go over those separately. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to exit out of this menu real quick, so that way you can see I'm going to do a demonstration of getting into one and then some of the things that you can actually do. So I'm going to click OK to get out of that. And so one of the shortcuts that you can actually do is if you wanted to enter an expense, you would hold down the Control and Alt button and then press the X key, and that should bring up a expense transaction. There we go. And so that way you can go ahead and fill that out however you want to fill that out and that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm just going to click on the X to get out of that since neither one of those worked, and I don't know if it's because I'm trying to record at the same time. But anyway, sometimes things don't work when you're in a demo or a test environment, so I don't understand that, but at least you'll have those to play around with. Now, what I will do is I will actually get back into that transaction again. I'm going to do the Control, Alt, and X again to enter back into that expense screen again, because what we're going to do is we're going to work with some of the date shortcuts, and I'm going to put those on the screen because they're not in that little shortcut thing that we saw earlier, but there are some things that you can do when you're in the date area. So you're basically going to use the same types of procedures that you would do. So you just have to make sure that you are clicked in the date area in order for any of these to work. So what you're going to do is you're going to type one of these keys. So if you wanted to enter today's date, which we already have in there. So let me go ahead and enter the last day in the week. And to do that, you just type the letter K, and there you go. So the 27th is the last day of this week. Say if you wanted to do the first day of the year, just type a Y. There you go. And then the other thing that you can do is you can enter the last day of the year by typing an R. There you go. And you can also enter the first day in the month by typing an M. And that will actually go to the first day of the month that you are in, not necessarily the month that we're currently in right now. What I mean by that is that we were in December, so it went to December 1st. So if I wanted to go back to today's date, I type a T. And now if I did that M, it'll go to 4/1. And if I wanted to do the last day of this month, I type an H, and that will go to the 30th. Like I said, you may want to screen capture or something where I show those shortcuts for that, so that way you can have them. But that helps you navigate the dates pretty quickly, so you're not having to hunt and peck and scroll and all of that. So anyway, that's basically all I have for y'all today. I hope this helps you. You have a wonderful week and take care, and we will see y'all very, very soon.